What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into today's content. Thank you for those of you who consistently choose to click on a video, click a link, listen in, and see what we got to offer. Always, always, always grateful. Normally, we would have the visuals up and moving, but due to us going through some upgrades in the background for today, and probably just for today and maybe the next couple long form uploads, we'll go about it this way and see how we work it out. Thanks to you guys as far as, the feedback that we've been receiving and everybody that's been pouring in. Also, thank you so much for the 900. We about to be 1,000 strong and growing. Thank you so much for being a part of what we are building here. So thank you for choosing us. Thank you for choosing Solar Chord. So let's get into our topic today. It's crazy how we want things for ourselves. Like, we can see it, we can hear it, we can almost feel it. Like, we already know the version of the life that we want and how we're moving forward and what we're moving toward. And then the closer we get to it, then we start acting weird. Like, Like, am I supposed to be doing this, or am I not doing enough? And there are times where I struggle with these thoughts as well. Suddenly our insecurities start to mix with the proof that we're actually capable. The evidence is there, but so is the doubt. And both are happening at the same time. So there's this internal fight where we want the life we are moving toward, but our deepest insecurities and long learned beliefs start pushing back against it. And in that same sense, we start minimizing ourselves unnecessarily. Not just ourselves, but our lives, our progress, and our experiences, because of the heartbreaks, the disloyalties, the arguments, the disappointments, and they all pile up mentally and start shaping how we see ourselves. Then over time, it quietly turns into this belief that we don't actually deserve what we've been working for. I want to say this clearly. You are still worthy of what you worked for and what you desire. The things that are good for you, your growth, your peace, your expansion. They don't become less meant for you just because you struggled. It's just that the world and everything around us does a great job of convincing us otherwise. Now let's talk about imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a persistent feeling that you don't deserve your success and that you'll eventually be exposed as a fraud. Despite clear evidence of your abilities and hard work, it can take several forms, including constant self-doubt, overworking, and downplaying achievements. Such feelings are common and can influence motivation, self-esteem, and stress levels. I feel like we've all been here, though. I've seen myself, people in my life, and others have this thing where we will spend months and years at a time scratching through, working through, toiling through, starving through processes, whether necessary or unnecessary, for the sake of a specific outcome. We will bust our tail and go through any level of extreme to get to the exact vision that we envision for ourselves. We do everything in our power to fall through tunnels, everything, crawl, walk, run, skip, do the Dougie, moonwalk, jump off a cliff, then climb it again, do all the work necessary that makes someone deserving of what they earn just to get to it and say, I don't know if I deserve this. If you don't get your... Like, you can't be serious right now. I get it. Like, we have our feelings and they are all valid, but you can't sit here and tell me that you went through all of that and put in this extra effort just to say that you don't know if you deserve it. Now, mind you, it's a literal human effect. If it wasn't for all the things, we probably would be way further than we would be right now. But that's only because we have set this bar for ourselves extremely high that when we don't reach it, we feel like the biggest disappointment in the world. But you set that bar for yourself, love. Keep that in mind. And there's nothing nothing wrong with you setting a high expectation for yourself. I think it's dope that you do, because there's a lot of folk out here who don't want to do anything and just kind of sit around and wait for things to come to them instead of creating opportunities for themselves. But you are not like that, love. You are that person who will go out and make something happen for yourself. So when you finally do make something happen for yourself, why are you questioning the results that you've already went through the process for? Make it make sense. This is the only reality we know right now, in this present moment. Now, I know my spiritual listeners and my spiritual friends, my spiritual siblings might think a little bit differently, but we talking right now in the physical, okay? So don't come down on me too hard. What I'm trying to say is, don't tighten the walls around you in the name of protection when there's nothing you actually need to be protected from. Something I've always been trying to understand is why, even after we've worked for something, we start questioning whether we deserve it. Maybe it's fear of what people might think or say. She doesn't deserve that, or he doesn't deserve to be there. But you worked for it. My hope for you is to trust the proof that's already showing up in your life. Trust yourself more. Your gifts alone are evidence of how you are wonderfully made. And everything you've accomplished is a receipt of your life. It belongs to you, just like your fingerprint. So the next time you find yourself feeling like you haven't done enough, or like you're behind, or like you should be further than you are, look back at how far you've actually come over the last several years. Because if it was over for you, it would have been over a long time ago. But you're still here. And to me, that is one of the clearest indicators of your worthiness. Walk in your light. Don't just talk in it.